Love music, love talk, love Wycombe Sound.
Monday Movies on Wycombe Sound 106.6 FM.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
welcome to our little podcast.
We're back. We were off last week for the podcast.
Yeah, we were because
someone wasn't well.
We're back now, and I would like to start by saying, two things actually. Firstly,
Okay.
I meant to start the show. I was going to start the show with this, but I'll start the podcast with it. I was in town at the weekend, and somebody asked for my autograph.
Right. No,
Where's the punch?
First one, who was it that we know? And second, was it Colin Besley? That sounds like a very Colin thing to do.
You were supposed to say, really? And I was going to go, no.
Really?
Funny story.
Really?
Forget it, you've ruined
Really,
that.
Duncan?
Secondly,
Really?
I was going to say, welcome to the Monday Movies podcast, the best podcast from Wycombe Sound. But I've since listened to the Wycombe Wanderers Wycombe Sound podcast with Bob and Colin, and, well, they're kind of professional.
We're the original podcast.
Yeah, I know, but they're kind of... they sound like they know what they're doing.
That's because they do.
We sound like this is... Every week we sound like this is the first time we've ever seen a microphone.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
What do we do? Do we talk?
I think we're much better in a studio.
Yeah, I think that's our problem.
I agree.
And they are doing it...
We can rift off each other.
Riff.
Rift. No, rift.
No, not riff.
Yeah, we rift.
No,
we don't riff, we rift.
Anyway, but they are doing it in the studio, so that's why they
That's
sound
why.
better. So I'm sure once we get back in the studio,
Next year.
it'll be great.
It'd be great. Yeah.
How come they get to go in the studio and do it?
Because they're already in there doing mid-mornings.
What, locked in?
Yeah, they don't leave. They sleep in
Oh,
there.
I see. Okay. Anyway, welcome to our podcast.
Hi.
Welcome to
Welcome.
the second best podcast
Yeah.
from Wycombe Sound. We only do two.
Yay!
We've only just scraped it to second place.
Are you all right though now?
I'm very well now, thank you. Yes,
Good.
how are you two?
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
fine.
We'll come back.
Toby, is your hair getting lighter again?
Probably. Believe it or not,
Yes.
my sister cut it last week.
No, I wouldn't believe that.
No, honestly, I'm being serious. Although I think soon I'm going to go for a dramatic change.
Shave it all off.
Oh. Is this ready for October the 2nd?
Not shave, just
No,
like I'll
but
probably
you've
get
got-
rid of all the sides and keep it like longish on top.
You really want to distance yourself from 12 Hour Avenue, don't you? Once the clock strikes midnight on October the 2nd, that's it. 12 Hour Avenue
You've
is
got to-
gone.
I mean-
Toby Stubbs is reborn.
You've got to basically look like what your picture does on the image. For
the
Finding
image.
his face on his image though, he's gone all trendy.
Oh, I see.
looking serious and downwards.
Yeah, moody.
Moody.
Yeah, I
Rudy,
don't know.
Rudy.
I think I'm just going to maybe just, it'll grow back.
Yeah.
Just have a change for.
There's no guarantees.
Well, I hope it'll grow back.
If you're a woman, yes, it will grow back. If you're a bloke, not necessarily.
Life lessons with Duncan.
There you go, just saying. Anyway,
Just saying.
this is the Monday Movies podcast. We've got film news. We've actually got a box office top 10, and we've got film reviews. Let's get on with it. 1, 2, 3, go. Good evening. Welcome to Monday Movies on Wycombe Sound 106.6 FM. Duncan Strip here with you, joined as ever by Luke Davis and Toby Stubbs. They've not got married or anything. Don't get excited. Luke Davis and Toby Stubbs.
Great start.
If you'd like to get involved with the show, you can. You can email mondaymovies@wycombesound.org.uk. Tell us what you've been watching and what you thought of it. Or you can WhatsApp us 01494449900. Or why not go and like our Facebook page, because it's fun. And if you want to see us in glorious Technicolor, we are live on Facebook and what's the other one?
YouTube. Well
That's
done.
right, yeah. Anyway, good evening, gentlemen.
More importantly,
Good
how
evening.
are you?
I'm much better, thank you
Good.
very much. It was a stressful week, possible COVID
For you or your other half? I'm guessing for your other half.
For everybody I
Yeah.
had to have interactions with, to be honest. But yeah, so suspected COVID, but had the test. All good.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
I mean, I had to get it sent to the house because they wanted me to go to Newport to
Yeah.
have the test, which is
Bit of a distance.
not only 100 miles away, in another country.
It is in another country,
It's
yes.
another country. So I wasn't going to do that.
No.
But yeah, all good.
Good. That's what we like
Good.
to hear.
All good. Can I just say that if you are thinking of having a COVID test and you're going to get one sent out to do it yourself, make sure you've watched Blue
Yeah.
Peter when you was a child, because
You need sticky back plastic?
it's very detailed. It's
Right.
very in depth. You have to form a box, create a box.
Wow.
There's instructions on how to build your box. And yeah, the thing that did surprise me, you only get one swab. So you have to do your mouth for 15 seconds, and then that same swab goes up your nose.
Yeah, don't do it the wrong way round.
Yeah, I just thought, you'd get 2 swabs.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
But obviously not.
Or something and stuff like that. Anyway, this is Monday Movies, an hour of film chat and reviews with us 3. Toby, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Great.
Are you sure? Why is it turning into counselling already?
I haven't swabbed. Yeah.
Oh,
so
good.
Good.
Right, excellent. But you're feeling good. You're not, no.
Oh no, yeah, I'm feeling fine.
Excellent. Good.
Lovely.
Well, obviously, I'm in the at-risk group.
Because you're old.
All right. You two are fine.
No, I'm asthmatic.
I'm old.
I'm in the risk as well. Toby's the only one.
Oh, okay. Toby's fine.
Yeah.
You're at risk as well.
Yeah.
But then you haven't left the house for about 6 months, have you?
No, this is the only time I go outside. It's just this background.
Exactly. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's a very exciting show.
Why is that?
Because for the first time in how many weeks now?
7 months, probably.
For the first time in 7 months, we have a box office top 10. Sorry, I should have had something ready, like...
That was depressing. Should we try again? Oh.
No, that's not what I meant to press either.
Oh, you've been away for a week and you can't work anything. Should we do it again? Do it again.
We can edit.
It'll be fine. No one will know. Yeah.
It's all good. For the first time in 7 months.
What is it?
We have a box office top 10. There we go.
Wow.
Crikey. It's hard work.
It really is, yeah.
All of this is very hard work. So, should we do a top 10?
Let's do a top 10.
Let's do it.
This week at number 10, we started the Barricades with Les Mis.
I haven't seen this. This is a new French film. It's not that Les Mis.
Not that Les Mis, no.
There is no singing and dancing, is it? It's a drama about protests in France. I don't know the exact details, but it is showing at Cineworld in Wycombe, so I might go and see it this weekend.
I've heard good reviews.
Sorry, is it the same, but just no singing and dancing?
No, it's not Les Mis at all. It's nothing to do with that, no.
Okay.
Is that the title of it? Not Les Mis at all?
No, it's called like... Do you know, I'd forgotten how difficult doing top 10 with you two was. No, it's called Les Miserables, but it has no connection to the Victor Hugo novel, nor the stage musical.
Do you know where he wrote that, Les Mis?
No, I don't.
Channel Islands.
Did he?
He did. He wrote some of it, yeah.
Excellent stuff.
Good. This week's number 9, I'm surprised this is not higher, Black Panther.
Re-released. I think it was going to be re-released anyway.
Right.
But I think it's got into top 10 because obviously Chadwick Boseman sadly passed away the other week. People taking a chance to go and see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
And very good it is too.
It's a great film. It's
great film.
Definitely on my list to rewatch at some point over the next couple of weeks.
It's on Disney Plus.
It is on Disney Plus. A lot of things are. Number 8 this week, Trolls World Tour.
Haven't seen it. Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because this was the first film that was supposed to come out theatrically that was given a premium VOD release.
That's very
6
true.
or 7 months ago, and now they finally got it into cinemas. So it's doing quite well.
It's doing quite well. I was going to say it's done very well. Yeah. This week's number 7, not that Pinocchio.
This is the live-action Pinocchio, which I would be really interested to know how many people were disappointed.
Yeah, or creeped out.
Realising that A, it was live-action, B, it was dubbed with really strange Italian voices, and how many children have to have counselling afterwards because some of the scenes are just freaky. That's not to say it's not good. Excuse me.
If only you had a mute button.
Just give me 2 seconds.
It does slightly concern me though that because of how bad, well not how badly, but how creepy and weird this version of Pinocchio, if Disney, which they will do at some point, and they are I think, going to do a live action Pinocchio, how weird that's going to be.
It won't be because they're doing a live action version of their cartoon.
Yeah, but it's still going to be like toy with face.
Oh, that's not the creepy part.
Is that not the creepy? I mean, that was quite creepy in the trailer.
The creepy part is the fact that he has his legs burnt off to wooden stumps.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point.
The fact that he is hung by his neck until he's just about dead. that he turns into a donkey, has a brick tied round his ankle, gets thrown into the sea to drown him. I mean, there is.
You make a good point. Yeah.
But the thing is, all of this is in the original story of
Exactly,
Pinocchio.
and all of the Disney fairy tales, the original writing is just creepy.
It's creepy. So this is really good. I'd like to see it with subtitles, though.
Okay.
But if you're thinking of taking your children to it, just bear in mind: A, it's not animated.
No.
B, it's not in the English language, and C, it's as freaky as hell.
What rating has it got?
It's a PG.
Yeah.
And I, for the life of me, don't understand why it's not a 12A at least.
Oh, there you go. This week's number 6, After We Collide.
I don't know what this is, but it's doing really well. It's a sequel to a film that came out a couple of years ago.
Called Collide?
No.
Oh.
I think it's called After.
Oh, okay.
I think you picked the wrong word. But I honestly know nothing about it.
Yes, the sequel is called After.
No, the original's.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, and that was last year.
I think they're based on young adult novels. That's not novels written by young adults.
I know what
that
you
is
mean.
adults
Yes,
for young adults.
it is new adult fiction by the same name. Yeah,
Exactly.
by Anna
Is Toby
Todd.
frozen, or is he just bored?
No, I'm listening. I'm
Okay, sorry.
listening.
I couldn't.
I haven't.
Honestly, looking at you there, I couldn't work out whether you'd frozen.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it or heard about it, so that's why I was just listening.
Okay.
Number 5 this week, 100% Wolf. That's the
not
film
seen
name,
this.
not me.
Trust me, no one was confusing the two. Not seen it. It's a kids' animation. Doesn't look as though it's up to the standards of Disney or Pixar.
Right.
There's not a lot for kids at the cinema, so obviously that's why people are going to see it.
This week's number 4, Unhinged.
Russell Crowe going mad in a 4-wheel drive, terrorising a woman and threatening to kill her and her family.
Happy Monday!
So that's what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe is unhinged.
Nice.
And it's not bad. It's like an old-fashioned B-movie that works quite well.
Good. This week's number 3, Onward.
Which we reviewed 8 months ago.
Something
now,
like that, yeah.
This is the last Pixar film. Their new one comes out in about a month's time, called Soul.
That's yes.
Yeah, but Onward was the one about the young boy living in a kind of fantasy world where magic has been sidelined, but he has to rediscover magic to bring his dad back for the dead for a day so he can spend a day with him. Sounds a bit maudlin, but it is very good.
And he only brings back half of him.
Yes, I think I remember. Didn't I say that for the first half it felt like a DreamWorks animation?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah, and then something kicks in at the halfway point. And yeah, it got really good, and I cried at the end.
It's Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Well
done, you.
Thank
I
you.
didn't even think you were on a film show.
Well done, me. This week's number 2, New Mutants. The New Mutants.
Well, should we talk about? Are we talk about that now, or when we get into the?
Let's save it for later. Let's save it for later.
Yeah, because it's basically an X-Men. Oh, we can do it now.
Do you want to do it now?
Should we do it now? I've completely forgotten it. I'd forgotten all about it.
Well, we went to do it last week, weren't we? And we were doing it. So let's do it now.
Yeah, because it came out 2 weeks ago, but only previewed for the weekend, and now it's come out in full, so it's on general release. So this is the film that should have come out in 2017.
Yes.
And it kept getting pushed back and pushed back. They said they were going to do reshoots, but they didn't bother doing reshoots. It's written and directed by Josh Boone, who the last thing he did was The Fault in Our Stars, which is the film about the 2 kids with cancer.
It's very depressing.
Another young adult novel, yeah. So this is about 5 kids, teenagers, who are in a facility, should we call it, like a psychiatric facility, where they have kind of superpowers. They're looked after by a doctor played by Alice Braga, who is trying, so she says, to work out what their powers are, how they can use them properly and control them before she can send them to the big house, in quotes. And obviously what you're supposed to think the big house is Charles Xavier's
the X-Men house.
Home for the X-Men, yeah. So you've got Maisie Williams as a Scottish character, Anya Taylor-Joy is Russian, Charlie Heaton is American, and Ella Hunt. Robert DaCosta, who is South American. So you've got all these... what's the word? People from different countries.
Wide range?
No, I can't. A wide range of... Anyway.
Nationality.
Yeah. So they're all in there, and it's... Have you seen The Breakfast Club? The old
Yes.
1980s John Hughes film about 5 or 6 kids in detention.
Yeah.
Years ago.
So this is the Breakfast Club crossed with the X-Men. And
Right.
it can't work out if it wants to be young adult drama about kids with problems and issues working through them, or a horror film about kids with superpowers who can't control them, or a superhero film about kids with superpowers trying to harness them. And because it doesn't know which it wants to be, it kind of fails at all three.
Right.
It's deadly dull.
Right. Okay.
There are some awful racist overtones to the because the main character, the girl who plays the character, Danielle Moonstar.
It's a great name.
Character's name. She's supposed to be Native American.
Right.
The last one put in there because her reservation is destroyed by a giant cyclone, and she's the only one who survives. And Anya Taylor-Joy's character, who's the Russian, makes some really racist comments about her.
Oh.
Casual, off-the-cuff racist comments, which don't sit very well. And it ends with all of them fighting a giant rabid CGI bear, and it's just naff from start to finish.
I mean,
and you think they've had 4 years to get this right. It's been sat on the shelf for a couple of years, and this is the best they could do.
Do you think Disney have just released it because
it's not Disney? It's Fox.
Well, yeah, but now owned by
Disney.
Yeah,
but it was a.
But do you think that Disney have, because they could have just said we're not releasing it? But do you think they've released it because half the promotion stuff was already out? People knew about the film. If this had been a secret film, they probably would have just said, well, let's just ignore it.
Well, I don't know why they didn't put it onto Disney Plus, to be honest.
That's true.
But then I think it might be too violent for Disney Plus.
Oh, right, okay.
Because there are a couple of nasty, scary bits in it, but they're just not very good.
Well, because we know something like this and all the X-Men films are going to get massively rebooted anyway in the new Marvel Disney's world. So yeah.
Yeah. The disappointing thing is Josh Boone, who wrote and directed it, has written and directed the new TV series based on Stephen King's The Stand.
Oh yeah.
There was a version of that back in the 80s which wasn't very good. Everybody had really high hopes for this new one, but now everyone's watched this and thought, oh crikey,
oh dear,
he's going to ruin it.
Yeah,
but we'll see. But I mean, it got to number 2, which I know Fox are boasting about, but to be honest, in current conditions, it doesn't.
I was going to say we could get to number 2 in the movie chart.
So that is The New Mutants. It's out now.
It's out right now.
It's out right now.
And then finally, no surprise at this one. This week's number 1, Tenet.
Toby.
Yes, I need to go and see this again because I think there's a few things that I've missed. I got the general gist of the film and I really did enjoy it, and it was great to be back in the cinema. And it's definitely a cinema-worthy film. I think if you watch this on a laptop or something, it won't have the same effect. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the storyline was very complicated. I kind of got the gist of it, but there's a lot of questions that I am still asking. And then you kind of double think things.
Overthink.
That makes sense.
Overthink?
Yeah. You kind of overthink about things but no, overall I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad it's doing really well.
The more I think about it, the more I dislike it. But I need to see it again.
Really?
Because the more I'm annoyed that he thinks that everyone is going to watch it again because they're so confused by it. I read something online, and I can't remember. I need to find it, but it's all to do with everything being inverted. So the fact that Tenet is the same backwards and forwards. And David Washington, for some reason, keeps doing pull-ups. Do you notice that, Toby? He does 3 or 4 times in different places. He does pull-ups.
Right.
And pull-up is also the same backwards and forwards. And there's a list. Someone's made a whole list of stuff that's in the film that is, what's the name for a word that's same backwards and forwards?
Me and Colin were talking about this earlier.
It's not an anagram. It's
Andreas, something
But,
like.
I mean, don't you think that's quite little clever, like...
It's too complicated for Duncan's
Easter
brain.
eggs.
No, it's not. I don't think it is at all. And the fact that the main character played by John David
Palindrome.
Washington... Palindrome,
Thank
there
you.
we go. The fact that John David Washington is known as the protagonist and he's not given a name. Why don't you give him a name?
I think that annoys you more than it annoys me.
I think that annoys Duncan. I think most of this film annoys Duncan more than anyone.
Just say hello to Warren, who's listening online, and he's just said palindrome.
Palindrome. Thank you, Warren.
Thank you, Warren. That's very
Thank
good.
you, Warren.
I knew it was a palindrome.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's watching us live on screen. That's scary, isn't it? Hi. Say hi to Warren.
Hi, Warren.
Hi, Warren.
So, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I kind of dislike it. But I want to see it again. Because somebody asked me today, did you enjoy it? I said, I'm not sure. Did you understand it? I said, I did spend the last hour going, what the hell is going on? I do not understand what's going on. So, yeah.
Tenet. I'm going to ban
everybody.
I'm going to ban you two though from saying, "Oh, I need to go and see it," until you've actually seen it, because we all do this every week. We're going, "Oh, I'm going to see that again," and then don't. So you're not allowed to say it anymore.
Okay. Well, I will go and see it before next week.
Okay.
Okay. I promise.
Good.
Warren said this is all new for him. He said, "Look, he said this is all new." I said, "We've been doing this for 6 months."
Thank you. Thanks, Warren.
And then he said, "We can still see you during the break." I know.
Yeah, we know. We were having a dance.
Yeah.
Having a dance to something that no one else could hear.
He's finding it quite amusing that your microphone is coming and going.
Just pops in and out, doesn't it?
Pops in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Toby, you still with us?
I am.
Can I just point out the fact that you can tell that it's getting towards the end of the year because we've all had to turn lights on because it's got dark.
I still look like I'm sitting in the dark.
It still looks like you're sat in the dark, yeah.
Put another 50p in the mix.
I think you do.
Right, shall we have some film reviews?
Let's have some film reviews, Duncan.
Something new at the cinema.
The what?
Yes, the cinema.
Wow.
Something came out this Friday. The Broken Hearts Club. This is directed by Natalie Kaminski. It stars Geraldine Viswathan. I'm going to do this again. Geraldine Viswathan. No, I can't do it.
Do you know what? I thought you were going to say Geraldine Granger. I was like, they've done a film about Vicar Dibley.
Geraldine Viswanathan.
Right.
Got it.
Well done.
And Dan Craig Montgomery. So Geraldine plays Lucy Gulliver, who is a girl who is unlucky in love, and every time somebody leaves her and dumps her, she keeps mementos. So she's living in a room with boxes full of mementos from all her exes. That she meets Dacre Montgomery, who you might know if you watch Stranger Things, as Nick, who is building a hotel. Convoluted way they meet, but in the end she ends up being in his hotel that he's trying to build, that he's been trying to build for 4 years, and she hangs one of her mementos up on the wall, and she goes, "This is," and writes Broken Hearts Gallery. She goes, "This could be a gallery for people to bring things that remind them of their exes so that they can let go," which they do, and she helps him, becomes his interior designer. Obviously they argue and bicker the whole time. Her ex finds out that she's now becoming successful as the gallery gets more successful, and he wants her back. Dacre's girlfriend, who he's opening the hotel for because she dumped him, comes back into the picture, and she wants to get back together with him. And you can see where it's going, can't you?
Right.
So there is nothing surprising in the film at all. You, after the first 10 minutes, you could sit there with a postcard and write, right, this is what's going to happen. Beat for beat, what's going to happen. And it does.
A typical rom-com then.
There are absolutely no surprises whatsoever in this at all. And yet it works because the two leads are really likable. Dacre Montgomery he's like Zac Efron. He comes across as like Zac Efron.
Right, okay.
Which is never a bad thing.
No.
And I haven't seen Geraldine Viswanathan in anything else, but she's really good. And she's not your stereotypical pretty girl.
Right, okay.
She's not a stick thin model kind of girl.
Right.
She's a normal looking girl, and it works really well because their chemistry together is really, really good. And yes, it's predictable, but it still got to me, and it still made me cry, even though the final scene of the film rips off Love Actually almost to the left.
Oh, do they do the sign thing?
No, it's not. That's not the end of Love Actually. That's in the middle of Love Actually.
At the airport.
No, not in the airport. That's
the ending. What are you talking about?
That's kind of the bookends. The bit at the end when Colin Firth goes to the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And she's at the top of the stairs, and they even do it with the stairs.
Oh, right, okay.
So it is very predictable. It's very formulaic, but it is very.
Maybe
sweet.
it's a tip of the hat.
Yeah, like to you.
And it just kind of works really well, and I really enjoyed it.
Out of 10.
6.
That's nearly as much as Tenet.
Yeah. What did I give Tenet?
7.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And what was it called again?
Well, I could follow the plot of this.
Right, okay, good.
It made sense. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end, which all ran in the right direction.
I was going to say, ran the same.
And they don't expect me to go and watch it again to pick up clues on who she was,
But you would watch it again?
I would watch this again. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And what's it
Very
called?
Sweet. It is called The Broken Hearts Gallery.
And it's out now.
And it's out now at your local cinema. It won't be there for long because it did terrible business over the weekend.
Oh, well, let's all go and
sorry
save it.
about that. Yeah, go and save it because
But
it's worth watching.
Hopefully that means it'll be on Netflix soon.
It probably will be
Yeah,
on Netflix.
and those things like that always do very well on Netflix, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Sorry.
if only you had a mute button.
I just don't have time. There's too much stuff here. There's laptops everywhere.
Do you need me to make you like a
screens
big
and
red button that
microphone.
you can just hit, like
Yes,
a
that's
mute
what I
button?
need.
Yeah.
I need an X-Factor button. that I can just go, okay, so that's the Broken Hearts Gallery. Also, another movie that is out this week, which is currently showing on Netflix. It's a Netflix production. It's Charlie Kaufman's new film. Charlie Kaufman wrote... I'm having a night.
You're having a terrible day, aren't you? Yeah.
The Jim Carrey film where he tries to forget Kate Winslet. Can't remember what it's called.
No.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah, that one.
that
What's
one.
called? Yeah. What is it called?
Welcome to Monday Movies.
Can't remember. Anyway, Charlie Kaufman. He also wrote adaptation.
Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Minds.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is a brilliant, brilliant film.
good film.
This is his new film, and Netflix have done what they did with a lot of directors like Martin Scorsese. They just give them the money and say, "You make the film that you want to make. We're not going to interfere. We don't care how long it is. We don't care what you do. Just go
Be
and make
good.
the film." So this has a couple traveling through the night in the snow to go and visit the man's mother of. I'm struggling. I don't know why. Things just go.
Oh dear! Right, hang on.
Jesse-
Talk about 50p a meter. We need to give you some sugar.
I know. Jesse Buckley and Jesse Plemons play
Yes.
a couple. They are driving across country to meet Jesse Plemons' mum and dad, who are played by David Thewlis and Toni Collette. They've only been together for about 7 weeks, but he wants them to meet the family. They get there, they have dinner, they get back in the car, they drive home. That is the entire film, basically.
Wow. Okay.
What happens during the dinner is things start getting very, very odd. So 1 minute, David Thewlis and Toni Collette are in their 40s. The next minute, they're in the 60s. The next minute, they're in their 80s. There's food on the table the whole time that even though they keep eating, it never disappears. People keep arriving at the house who can't be there. Just weird things keep happening. The whole journey there is just one long conversation in the car. The whole journey back is one long conversation in the car, which like the second one lasts about an hour.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
just the two of them talking to each other until they arrive at the school that the guy used to go to, where they go in and there's an old caretaker, and then suddenly it turns into an old-fashioned Hollywood musical dance routine. And it also includes an old man naked and a cartoon pig.
Of
Now,
course it does.
Of course it does. It's based on a best-selling novel,
Okay.
which is apparently is really highly regarded. And the title of the novel is "I'm Thinking of Ending Things," and she says this. There's a voiceover from her during the whole film, and she keeps saying, "I'm thinking of ending things," and you don't know whether she means she's thinking of ending things with him,
Yeah.
or she's thinking of ending things completely.
Yeah.
This is like Tenet, in that now that I've read up about it,
Yeah.
there's so much going on in the background that you've got no way of knowing. So now you're supposed to go back and watch it again and go, "Oh, I see. Oh, that works because and I don't want to do that. It got on my nerves. It was so tedious and pretentious. The scene in the middle when they're having dinner with David Thewlis and Toni Collette is really good because all the acting is really good and it's quite funny. The rest of it, pretentious hogwash. There you go.
Out of 10.
I mean, I'm going to give it 3 for the acting.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Wow.
I've got to be honest. It looks beautiful. It is
Yeah.
so well made. Everything about it looks fantastic, but it is so pretentious and so up its own rear end that I don't know who is going to get anything out of it.
Ooh, okay then. So you're a fan of it then?
Happy Monday, everybody!
Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay then. So, I'd.
If you jotted that down in a little
no,
list
because
of
it's
scores.
not not in the cinema. I don't know. I honestly don't know where
Yes.
to go from this. I was going to say if people have read the
questions.
book, do you think they'd like it?
I don't know how the book gets around. I mean, what is supposed to be going on is obviously explained in the book.
Yeah.
So if they had explained it in the film, because even at the end, you don't know. So I've read articles online which tell you what is supposed to be going on. And I just thought, well, how the hell was I supposed to know that? If you're not going to tell me that is what's happening.
It's really a film for people that have read the book.
Yeah, although I've read some very sniffy reviews from people who've read the book.
Right,
and said,
okay.
This is nothing like the book.
So no one likes it then?
It has got some very good reviews as well. But Netflix, I think, have got to start having a bit of quality control instead of just throwing a load of money and just saying, "Go and make."
Unless it's for us, then they can throw all the money. They can throw all the money in the world at us.
Exactly, but yeah, and it's over 2 hours long again, which makes it even more tedious.
Yeah,
but it looks great.
It looks great. The acting's great.
Yeah, it's very pretty. The acting is fantastic.
Yeah,
especially Jessie Buckley. Who was in,
it must have been very confusing
Rose.
on set if both of them were called Jessie.
Yeah, but one's a man and one's a woman.
No, but if you go Jessie, then they're going to both look, aren't they?
Okay, yes. She's done really well. She was in Wild Rose, the Scottish film with your girlfriend Julie Walters, which is a fantastic little film. And she was also in Chernobyl, the TV series on Sky Atlantic.
She was in Judy as well, wasn't she?
And she's in Judy. She plays Judy's assistant. And you forget where she came from. She was in that BBC talent show Search where they were looking for a Nancy. Not that kind of Nancy.
For Oliver.
They were looking for a Nancy for the stage show of Oliver, where who won it?
Jodie Prenger, yeah.
And I think Jessie Buckley came second or third in that, and she's gone on to work in big Hollywood films.
Yeah,
good for her.
Yeah, she was a
That's
finalist.
What I say she was a finalist. Yeah. There you go. Look at that on-air production. Anyway, don't bother watching it. It's terrible.
Go and watch another film that Jessie's been in.
Yeah. Wild Rose, if you can find that, I think it's on Sky Store, is a really good film.
Is Judy out yet?
Judy's out on Sky. Yeah, it's on digital platforms everywhere. Yes. Good. Okay.
Good.
Right, why don't we talk about something you two have watched?
Okay. Toby.
Honestly, I've been really bad. The only thing I've been watching recently is The Punisher. With I can't remember the lead actor's name, but he's also in Fury. I'm just gonna Google his name very quickly. I do love a bit of on-air production. Sorry.
Do you know what I've just realised?
What have you just realised?
Well, you remember Warren, who messaged us earlier?
Hi, Warren.
I can't imagine he's still watching.
Do you not?
But he used to be on this show.
He did.
He could have been on this show the whole of lockdown.
He could have.
Couldn't he?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. He watches a lot more than you two combined. Carry on, Mr. Stubbs.
Is John Bernthal. That's him.
Okay. Oh, we've lost Toby.
Good. That's helpful.
He's completely gone.
Oh, no, there we go. Hang on. There we go. What happened?
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Sorry. His name's John Bernthal. He's a great actor. He's in Fury. He plays really a horrible piece of work in Fury. But he's the lead in this, and he plays a very quiet man who doesn't get intimidated very much. But I've only watched, I think I'm on my 4th or 5th episode. Even though it sounds a lot, it's still... It's funny because I quite like fast-paced films and TV series, but this is actually quite slow-paced, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm really enjoying it so far. But I will watch The Boys. I need to watch The Boys. I desperately want to watch that.
The Boys is excellent. So season 2 of The Boys is out now. I've watched 3 episodes. 4th episode dropped on Friday, and they're doing 1 episode a week, which is good. Especially in these days when there's not much on to watch. You need to ration your viewing. You need something to look forward to.
It's weird that we've gone from let's drop everything right now to back to actually no, we prefer once a week.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
What should we do now? Okay, something else. This is a big new series on Netflix. It's called Away.
Okay.
It's a space drama / soap opera. It stars Hilary Swank, who is one of a 5-man team who are going to be the first people to set foot on Mars. We take it from takeoff to landing on Mars across 10 episodes. It flashes back to her home life when she was at home before she went, and also how her husband and her daughter are coping with her being gone, because she's going to be gone for 3 years. I had high hopes for this.
Oh, no.
because
It's going to be another 3 out of 10, isn't it?
because it's a big budget. It's got Hilary Swank in it, so it's got a big Hollywood star in it. And I was expecting, a kind of space action adventure romp kind of thing. What you actually get is a space drama / soap opera about separation and how hard it is to be away from your child and your husband. And the thing that amazes me most while I'm watching it, I've got to be honest, and this shouldn't cross my mind in every single episode, is how good their phone reception is, even when they're in Mars.
If that's what you're focusing on, then...
And how good the video links are. Even when they're 20 million miles away, I'm concentrating on that. And also the fact that sometimes they're floating around in their spaceship and sometimes they're walking around normally. I'm thinking it doesn't strike me as particularly realistic.
Right.
Having said that, I have watched all 10 episodes.
Oh, okay.
It passes the time. It's fairly entertaining. It's got a very good cast. It looks very good. It's just a tad soapy.
Right.
It's 10 episodes. It doesn't say it's a limited series, and I assume from the ending that there will be a season 2, if enough people watch.
If enough people watch it, yeah.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, but it's called Away, and it's on Netflix now.
Out of 10?
Oh, we're doing out of 10
Why not?
series as well.
Why not?
Oh, crikey! Let's go with 6.
Not bad.
Because it did pass the time.
Yeah. I mean,
And
if you
there's
watched all of it...
There are plenty of things that I've started on Netflix, Amazon, Disney that I've given up on after 1 or 2 episodes. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Warren has told me that the habitat area has rotational gravity.
Thank you, Warren. I knew there'd be a reason. And I would imagine, Warren, they probably got some sort of satellite dishes to make it, good communication.
Can't hear it.
Okay, good. Right, okay.
You know he's not in the room.
Yeah, I know, but I'm waiting for a reply.
But it passes the time.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you focused on, they've got a good reception, that's not a selling point, really, is it?
No, well, I didn't find it. There's things that are set in space where you kind of think, well, yeah, that looks real.
Like The Martian.
Like The Martian.
Great film.
I don't think there was 1 minute during any of the scenes in the spaceship where I thought, yeah, that's a spaceship.
Right, okay.
No, they're all on a set somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't believe they were in a spaceship. But it's entertaining.
Is that because they filmed it in Pinewood and you saw them filming it?
So your suggestion about the satellite...
Oh, yeah, am I wrong?
Yeah, that's just crap.
Fair enough.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, it's called Away. It's on Netflix now. 10 episodes. It passes the time.
It
There's
does
other
something.
Welcome back to Monday Movies.
Hello.
Here on... Hello.
So I was just saying hello. People might have just joined.
Hello.
Hello.
Crikey. Do you know what I was just about... All right, let's segue into what I was just about to say.
Go on then.
You're going to prove my point now. This is the time in the show when we would normally talk to Mr. Colin Besley and talk about Chatsworth. Guess what?
What?
He's sick and tired of talking to us on a Monday. He's decided to leave Mondays and he's gone to a different day altogether.
It's tomorrow.
So we've got no one to talk to at the moment. But if you do like to hear Colin talk...
we're actually doing that. Okay, yeah, go on. Carry on.
What? We're doing what?
What are you gonna carry on? What are you going to say?
I was just going to say Colin and Bob are doing the Wycombe Wanderers show.
Yes, they
on
are.
Thursday evening.
Yeah.
Their podcast is available now and it's very good.
It's too good, if I'm honest.
It's far too good.
Yeah.
Yes, it's professional, it's slick, and it puts us to shame. So if you two could just, sort yourselves out.
Okay.
Let's be a little bit more professional.
We all, though, if you are listening to the Wycombe Wanderers show, we'll be making an appearance.
Who will?
Us three on next week's podcast.
Oh, okay. And I've been told that they're going to have me on the sports podcast to talk about the design of the new football kit.
Yeah, I need to talk to your manager because we'd like you to be appear on the show.
So that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Because I'm very happy to do that.
Good.
Good. Toby, anything to add to that?
No.
When's your new song out?
2nd of October.
Keep an eye out.
Exciting stuff. We might even play it on Monday Movies.
Yeah, why not?
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
After all, we are all on the same team. Isn't that what it's called?
We're both on the same team, but yeah.
Exactly. Well, I was all right. Crikey, I was just trying to give you a quick plug.
Get the song title right then.
So we're both on the same team.
Well done.
That's the one.
That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Or as you're calling it on all your social media, WBO
TST.
TST.
We're bossed.
We're bossed.
That's
We're
short
boss.
and- That's short and snappy, isn't it?
Hashtag.
The kids in the playground are all reeling that off as we speak. Oh, have you had that news of WBT to put? Oh, forget it. Why didn't you come up with a title where it would have made an acronym?
Because he was focusing on a song, not an acronym.
Yeah, but you could have, couldn't you?
Should we save this for the podcast?
I was just thinking what you could have had for Tobi. Try our best intentions. That could have been the name of the song. Try our best intentions.
Right, I see.
I would like you
Right,
to make a
okay,
song
cool.
called "Try Our Best Intentions," Duncan, for next week.
Don't have to be try. It could be something else beginning with T.
Right, okay.
Tenet. Okay, one more thing that I've been watching because, excitingly, I now have access to Apple TV Plus.
Have you got all of them now?
Ooh.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I've got yeah.
You've got, like, Connect
I've
4.
I've got streaming bingo.
You have indeed.
I've got everything. I upgraded my phone, and apparently I was given Apple TV Plus free for a year, which is fabulous. There's not a huge amount of stuff that I want to watch on it, but there's a few series, and we started watching yesterday The Morning Show. This was the big one that they
Launched it.
kicked off
Yeah.
last November. It stars Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and Steve Carell. It's set in a TV show studio, the morning show of the title. Jennifer Aniston is the co-host of the show with Steve Carell. They've been doing it for 15 years. He is accused of sexual impropriety against numerous members of staff, which leaves her on her own. Reese Witherspoon is a rookie reporter in the Midwest somewhere, and she's brought in by the boss to try and upset the apple cart. 2 episodes in, really enjoying it. Fantastic performances.
I've only heard good reviews, and it does look very good as well.
It's fantastic performances. It looks really expensive. Really expensive. It's really good. The only thing I kept thinking was, I wish this had been written by Aaron Sorkin.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
That's the only
Apart
problem.
from that, very, very enjoyable.
I mean,
Lovely.
Apple have got the money to throw at things like that.
That
So
is
the only
true,
thing
very
they're not
much
doing,
so.
really, but they are now.
Isn't there another Apple series called like Jacob something? It's meant to be really
yes, I'm going to defending Jacob. Going to be watching,
Defending
adding
Jacob.
that to my list, and also I can't remember what it's called, but M. Night Shyamalan has got a series on there as well. M. Night
Yeah, the guy did Split.
Shyamalan.
There we go. That's better.
I think it's so rude that you take the mickey out of other people's.
You wrote
names.
off at the end of his name. You were like,
M. Night Shyamalan.
that's better.
His series is on there. That
Good.
looks quite interesting. I'm going to watch that as well.
Do that. Now,
You're very feisty. this
I have.
evening.
I don't. I've not spoken to you in a week. That's what the problem is.
Have you had a Red Bull?
Yes, I have.
Have you had half a bag of Haribo?
I've got wings. Compared to other streaming sites,
Yeah.
what is the content? Is there a lot of content? Is there not a lot of content?
I tell you, there's.
About the same as Disney Plus, less, more? I mean, obviously,
You tell me when you're going to stop talking. and
after
I'll answer
this,
the question.
obviously Disney have got a lot of old stuff, so I'm just talking about their new stuff because that's cheating, basically.
Okay. I don't know. I'm accessing it on an Apple TV box. So when you access it, you're getting everything from iTunes as well. So all the rentals. So
okay.
it's difficult to see what is just Apple TV.
So
Plus.
it's a bit like a Sky Cinema with some exclusive things on it, basically.
No,
No?
not at all.
Right.
It's just hard, as far as I can see, and this is a fault with the Apple TV Plus on the Apple TV box. It's very hard to navigate so that you're just looking at stuff that's Apple TV Plus.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
there was a film on there. I thought, oh great, yeah, I want to watch that. Clicked on it, $7.99 to buy it. Well, no, that's part of iTunes and Apple Music or whatever. So it's very hard. The layout is very bad. Mm-hmm. You can't create a watch list, which is really annoying. The quality is really good though. The picture quality, I would say, is better than Netflix.
Okay.
It's very good picture quality.
Yeah.
But the actual layout and the navigation they use is pretty naff. But I don't know whether they've done that because they know they haven't got a huge amount of original content.
So they're just showing
they
iTunes
thought, we'll
stuff on
just
it.
mix it all in and they'll think there's loads of stuff there. But the new Tom Hanks film is on there that he made specifically for them, that he wrote and directed. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
So to answer my question,
To be honest, your question was so long and convoluted, I was just interested in it halfway through.
Fair enough.
So
I mean, that's
I just
true.
made my own question up and answered that.
That's it's fair enough. I'm just having a quick scroll.
I don't know what you've been eating, drinking, or smoking this evening. But
I don't know. I'm on a different world. I'm just going through a website that's got a list of
you
all.
seem
Of,
a little bit hyper.
I don't know
Yeah,
what's
you
wrong.
do.
I don't know
You
what's
do,
wrong with me. I'm just going through.
How much sugar's in that tea?
Quite a lot, if I'm honest.
Is it tea?
It is tea. There seems to be quite a lot of Apple exclusive things on there, but it obviously is just hard to find them.
Yes, so the Apple exclusive stuff is the Apple TV Plus stuff, but it's all mixed in with Apple Music, Apple TV, and Apple Films.
And to be honest, a lot of them seem to be coming later in this year as well.
Yeah.
Good.
Should we move
Let's
on?
move on.
Okay. I mean, if Apple want to give you a free sample,
I mean,
try.
Yeah.
For you and Toby,
Sign me
I'm
up.
sure you'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Should we have some? What are we doing now? Sorry. Firstly, have you got any more questions?
I don't think so. I'm
You
done
sure?
for now. Yes.
Excellent stuff. Would you like some film news?
Please.
Go on then.
Excellent. I got to use my bong, which
Good.
is fabulous news. Don't tell my mum. Films have been moving. What a surprise!
what a shock.
What a shock! First up is Candyman, the remake of the 1990s horror film that was directed by someone whose name escapes me. It was due to be out in October. It has now moved to 2021. Interestingly, this has been made with a predominantly black cast, directed by Nia DaCosta. So yeah, we've got to wait till next year to see that. I actually downloaded the original Candyman because it was on channel Film 4 last week, and watched it again, and it is really good. It still stands up, it's still very creepy, and it's got a fantastic Philip Glass score.
Good. What year did that come out originally, did you say?
I can't remember. I think it was the 90s.
Okay.
Somewhere around the 90s, yeah. Anything to add to that?
No,
YouTube?
that's it.
I don't
No.
mind bother sometimes. Something more up your Strasser then. Wonder Woman 1984
Wonder
has been
Woman.
moved again.
Well, there's
it
a
was going to
shock.
be August. Then it was moved to October the 2nd, so we should have been seeing it in about 2 weeks' time. It's now been pushed back to December 25th. Obviously, that's the American date. It will be December 26th.
Something
It will
like
be
that,
a Boxing Day. Boxing Day date. So, yeah, another long wait.
Not surprised, but it does look very good.
Yes.
And actually,
It does look very entertaining.
I'm gonna just do this. Thank you. Because a lot of people fell foul to a fake tweet over the last 2 weeks since we've been last on. Because there
Yes,
was.
you did, didn't you?
Well, no, not really. Because somebody tweeted saying that Black Widow was being moved. And then I saw a video pop up. You know, you get a notification saying this person has done a video saying about Monday movies, not Monday movies, about Black Widow changing date, which I sent to Duncan going, has Black Widow moved? And then between the two of us, we found out it was fake. But you think they're gonna? Do you think they're gonna move it?
Move it, probably. I don't think they'll put it on Disney Plus.
No.
But I think they will move it again. And if Wonder Woman has moved, that leads everyone to believe that June is going to be moved as well.
I thought you said June then. Well, they're moving the whole month.
They're moving the whole month of June.
We want it again.
June will probably be moved because that was due to come out after Wonder Woman. So now Wonder Woman has leapfrogged it, so I don't know whether they're going to leave it.
I saw the trailer for June. Obviously,
Should we talk about the trailer for June?
Talk about the trailer for June, yeah.
Yeah.
You said there was a lot of kind of backlog, and wasn't it made years and years ago, but it didn't do too well.
The original one.
The original is a David Lynch cult film. One of his big disappointments. It didn't do very well on release, but it's since gone on to become a cult film that nobody really understands. It's based on the novel by Frank Herbert. So you watched the trailer. You've never read the book or seen the original film.
No.
Did either of you understand anything that was going on?
Not really.
No, but I loved it.
There's going to be a battle. I mean, it looks cool. Look, it looks interesting.
I really enjoyed it. I was like, yes, I want more of this. And actually, just from the posters of Dunk, as it looks like,
They've changed it now.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
It looks stunning. It looks
Great cast.
Yeah, great cast. It all looks very believable. And actually, weirdly enough, someone's done a side by side photo of a photo from Dune and a photo from the Oregon fires. Because obviously it's a very oranged background in Dune, and people are like, it could have been, it looks like it's been shot during there. It looks great. I look forward to watching it.
Well, of course, we know who the director is, don't we?
Is it you?
It's Denis Villeneuve.
Yes.
Who made
Toby?
Arrival
Oh, of course.
and Blade Runner 2049.
I can hear Warren groaning at the you saying Arrival.
Can you?
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
that was back in Warren days.
It was
wasn't
Warren,
Arrival?
the Warren era, when you just
Yeah.
talked about Arrival constantly, week in, week out.
Well, if you remember, Arrival was my film of the year for that year. Blade Runner was film of the year for the year after.
Yeah.
So Dune, good chance. But yeah, I didn't understand what was going on
No, but hey,
at all.
When's it being released?
Christmas
It should be out-
2033.
No, it should be out in December, but because of Wonder Woman moving, it may move. But
Right.
It's got a massive sandworm in it as well, so
Warren has just got in contact. He said, Arrival. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. See, thank you.
And yet he liked Arrival.
Arrival's a great film, but you
Arrival is a
did
great
mention
film.
it every week for
You're
a
the one
year.
banging on about it now. Not
Well, I
me.
know, that's true.
Should we just move on?
Let's move on,
Dune
yeah.
does look
It does
absolutely
look
fantastic.
great.
It looks stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were going to mention that after your 3 years of film and TV. Shows that.
I was going through a whole
thought you
show
were
without
gonna bring that
mentioning
up.
it, but there we go. Yes,
thought you
it
were
does
gonna
look great,
bring that
and
up.
yes, my 3 years of film and TV-ness was tingling on the back of my neck.
Yes. We've just got 5 minutes to go. Warren said he did like Arrival and he's very much looking forward to June.
Yeah.
There we go. You see? There was another trailer that dropped this week on Netflix for Aaron Sorkin's new film, The Trial of the Chicago 7, which looks really good. Anything by Aaron Sorkin is something to look forward to. The worry is he's gone to Netflix, they've given him the money and they're going to make the film that he wants. So let's hope that he hasn't fallen into the same trap as everybody else that has done that.
I also find it very weird to watch Sacha Baron Cohen be serious.
Yeah, that is odd.
I find it. I find
That's
it very weird
unnerving
watch.
to start with.
Yeah.
Let alone the rest of the trailer, which is just, well, I'll let you go, Duncan.
It's a very good trailer.
It's a great trailer, yeah.
And it's a true story, and Aaron Sorkin is a brilliant writer. So
And Eddie Redmayne's in it as well. I haven't seen him in anything
There's
for a while.
lot of Brits in it for some reason.
Good British cast.
Considering it's a very American story. The other trailer that was out this week was for Freaky, which I'd never heard of. And
No.
Obviously, Freaky is referring to Freaky Friday, which is the Disney film where the two people swap bodies. This is where Catherine Newton swaps bodies with Vince Vaughn, but Vince Vaughn is a serial killer. So it's from the people that made Happy Death Day, which was a brilliant riff on Groundhog Day, but for a horror film.
And they did two of them, didn't they?
Yeah, this is like a horror version of Freaky Friday. I thought this looks brilliant.
I wouldn't say brilliant. I mean, it's a bit silly.
Duncan and Toby fight, my favourite thing. Off you
Of
go.
course it's silly. It's supposed to be silly, Toby.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it looks like
Singing songs for a living is silly.
I think
Shots fired.
I think it looks like a bit of fun, but yeah, obviously it's silly. But
Oh yeah, it's
It
not
could
going to
be-
win any
could be-
Oscars.
could be a fun watch and a very predictable end. But yeah,
I think it's going to be very good. It made me laugh, which I liked. And Happy Death Day is a surprisingly good film, which is still available on all four at the moment.
Okay.
It was on Film 4 the other week. And
Nice.
It's well worth watching. Yeah, good. Final bit of film news. Fast and Furious 9 is going into space.
yeah.
Everyone's going into space.
I know, but the difference is
They're not filming it in space.
they won't actually go to
No,
space.
no.
Tom Cruise is actually going to
Hey,
space.
look, you never know what Elon Musk might go. Look, come on, boys, get him a spaceship. Let's go and film something in space.
No, he's doing that with Tom Cruise.
Oh, is he? I thought that was
Yes.
both him and NASA. No.
No, that's Elon Musk is doing that
Right.
with Tom Cruise. Yeah,
Fair
they're
enough.
going to space.
Well, okay, all right. Then NASA might say to them,
No, I don't think Fast and
No.
Furious will actually go into space, but that's where the
"Oh,
franchise
is it not going to be called Fast and Furious in Space? Is it
I don't know how
the
they get-
final frontier?"
I think it's just Fast and Furious 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the moment it's Fast and Furious 9. 9. Who'd thought that franchise would have gone on for
I
9
know.
films?
I know.
And yet, 3 of them are really, really good.
Well, they changed the sort of the theme of it, didn't they? It was all about cars, and then it was a bit more funnier.
Yeah, now
Oh, we lasted nearly a whole hour without Duncan's microphone dropping out, and just at the crucial point when you were talking, it dropped out. Say that all again.
Oh,
No? No, all right then. We'll just talk about ourselves, Toby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9. There's a lot of them. I've enjoyed most of them, but yeah, now it's just all about it's not about the cars.
No, I prefer those ones. Duncan?
hey, hi.
Hi, welcome back.
I like the last 3 because
Yeah.
they're all bonkers.
They are good.
And you get the feeling watching them that Vin Diesel thinks he's in a Martin Scorsese film. He doesn't realise he's in just rubbish films. He
No,
thinks
he's having a whale of a
making
time.
great art.
Yeah.
Some of the script writing is ridiculous, but
It's true.
they're a fun watch.
Yeah. They are a fun watch. The last 3 especially.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift, not so much. That's it. We'll talk about Disney songs next week because we've got that as well. Because the
Disney songs?
Disney songs. Radio Times did a poll on the most uplifting song on Disney Plus. Can you guess what one?
Is it... Oh, I know, actually. Is it Let It Go?
Yeah, I was going to say there we go.
Let it go. No. Shall I tell you now? Or should we
Yeah,
do it next week?
do it in the podcast. Let's do it in the podcast.
We can do it in the podcast.
Yeah,
that's
do it in the
fine.
podcast.
But that's it. That's another week done. Thank you very much.
Another week
not
done.
quite as technologically bad as a couple of weeks
As
ago.
normal, no.
But still not 100% perfect.
No.
Who knows? One day we're going to be back in the studio.
It'd be great to see both of you.
It would
Hopefully,
be
yeah,
great
it would
to
be
see
great
you
to
both
see
in
you too.
person. Thank you very much for listening. We're back next week where we will be reviewing Bill and Ted Face the Music.
We do this every week.
in the Bill and Ted franchise. What?
This show. Just
Yes,
for Warren,
I
who
know.
didn't realise.
Oh, I see. Yes,
Yeah.
we're back like this next week.
Yeah.
And we'll be reviewing Bill and Ted Face the Music. Luke will be back tomorrow for drive time from 4 o'clock, and I'll be back on Sunday for Sunday breakfast from 8 till 10. It's still the best show on the radio. Toby and Luke,
Sunday.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Duncan.
Thanks, Duncan.
Glad you're better.
Yes.
Welcome back to the second best podcast on Wycombe Sound.
Yeah, and that last hour didn't improve our chances
No.
to go to number 1, did it?
I had some sort of hyper attack. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I feel
you
exhausted today.
That's how I felt
you?
all last week. It's because it's
I feel
Monday.
exhausted.
That's why you barely spoke, Toby.
Honestly,
Don't
yeah,
worry,
sorry.
because-
So I feel
Because
exhausted
Luke
today.
spoke for everybody.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm happy to talk to people. That's what it is.
and hi to Warren, who was watching us
Hello,
live
Warren.
on the stream.
Hi,
Will
Warren.
you be watching the podcast?
No.
No.
You can't watch the podcast.
Yes, you can. Every week we talk about this. Yes, you can.
No, this bit you can't see.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, on YouTube and
No,
We've had this conversation so many times.
I didn't realise this bit was filmed.
Yeah.
I thought it was. How exciting is that?
Anyway, before we get to your notes,
I have notes.
you do have notes. Should we talk about your illness and what an idiot you are?
Oh, well, okay. I told him this on drive time.
Hmm.
It's just so because of the possible COVID, Toby. One of the
course.
symptoms is a rash. So I had this awful rash across my forehead, under my eyes, and around my neck, and it turned into like scales almost. When I went like that, it looked like I'd been hung. And then under my eyes, it was almost thick scales. So I just kept putting this moisturiser on in the morning until it went. But then later in the day, it got worse and worse. It got to the point where I thought I'm going to have to see a cosmetic surgeon because if my eyes stay like this, I will never
Damage the face, and you don't want to do that.
And then Clinton said to me, well, what moisturiser are you using? I said, oh, we haven't got any of our normal stuff, so I've used the Body Shop stuff that your sister bought me when we was in Australia. He said, maybe you're allergic to it. I said, maybe I am. Throw it away. Go back to my normal moisturiser. Everything's got slowly going back to normal. All the skin peeled off, going back to
Right.
normal. Friend came round at the weekend.
Hi, Shona.
I told her. Hi, Shona.
Hi,
Told
Shona.
her the story. She goes, well, that's very odd. She goes, because the Body Shop is all natural stuff. There shouldn't be anything in there that you're allergic to. Show me. Showed it to her. She goes,
I thought you
not
threw it
moi-"
away.
She goes, that's not. Yeah, we don't empty the bin every day. Jeez.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go on.
She goes, that's not moisturiser. That's cleanser.
Bam,
supposed to-
bam, 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 bam.
And I said, oh, I didn't notice when I put it in my hands. It was really thick and foamy, but I just kept rubbing it until it had gone everywhere.
Dear.
Yeah. So I basically gave myself a chemical peel,
Oh my goodness.
which is why under there now that is so smooth, and there it's lovely. But yeah,
Wow.
I didn't
okay.
realise you were supposed to wash cleanser off.
Yeah, you do have to read the labels on some of
Well,
the
that's because
bottles.
I don't wear my glasses in the
Ever.
bathroom.
Right.
I often take a microscope, but microphone.
Both of those are worrying things to take with you.
And I didn't mean microscope, I meant magnifying glass. Both of those were wrong.
Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Right,
Anyway,
notes.
housekeeping.
Yeah.
I made some notes 2 weeks ago.
Dude, we added something to it earlier as well, and I can't remember what it was
I
now.
can't remember what that was now. And I've got nothing to add from this week.
Right,
but
okay, good.
I don't understand
Start with the one that you do.
what... so these were all for Toby, because I put TS next to them all. Rue's album, Listen.
Oh no, I haven't done that. I'm a
I'll
bad
leave that
person.
on there. That
Leave-
gets carried on.
I think
Yeah.
you give that as a little star for weeks
That's-
missed.
Yeah, that gets carried across
Yeah.
next week.
Okay.
Okay. Upgrade, rewind.
That is.
What's that mean?
So it's basically my friend was going to watch it and he was going to send us in a review. Do you remember?
Yes.
And I saw him over the weekend and he still hasn't seen it. So
What's your
Why
friend
did I
called?
write- why did I write rewind?
Do you mean rewatch?
No, rewind. It definitely.
I don't know why you put rewind. We must have been talking about something else.
Okay, so that's something else you haven't done.
Well, his friend does.
I've asked him. My friend hasn't watched it.
What's his friend called? What's your friend called?
Rob.
Right, put an R next to it for Rob. And then next week we'll go, why is there an R next
I'll
to
change rewind to Rob.
it? Yes.
Okay.
And finally, Coffee Drip MP3.
That's
Yes.
the song he sent us.
Yes, I did do that.
So did you do that? Did you listen
What?
to it?
He didn't send me it.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I must have only sent it to
so
Luke.
you failed on half of that, Toby.
Sorry.
It's a
Sorry.
it's a great song.
Sorry.
Whose song is it?
It's one of my really, really good friends. One of my best friends. He.
It's not even yours. Okay.
No. I'll tell you what. I'll pop it in. I don't know how to put MP3s into
No, don't.
Facebook.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Why would I want to listen to that?
Because you said you did. You said you both of us said.
Oh, I say. a lot
You said
when I'm drunk.
you guys like new music.
All right, send it to me then. I'll have a
Okay,
listen.
good.
Okay.
But what if I like it more than yours? Do I tell you that,
That's
or do I
fine.
keep that to
yeah,
myself?
Yeah, of course.
So 3 out of 3 that you didn't do. Well done.
Well,
Just keep that list for next week.
I can't remember what the other thing was.
I can't remember now.
That's
either.
really. I told you to make a note and you ignored me.
I know, I forgot. But I've got my notebook now. If you'd like me to make a note of anything, I can. What would you like?
I need to pick up some tomatoes. No, is that not what you meant?
No.
No.
Okay, that's good then.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
So,
Do you want to give I think you should do a quick plug for your girlfriend's calendars, coasters, and prints.
oh
Come on.
yeah. So hang on. If you like this photo, if you're watching it,
Or this one.
or no, that's not Amy's.
It's good though, isn't it?
It's all right. Then my girlfriend Amy is a photographer in the High
Yes,
Wycombe.
folks. Luke has
Has
a
a girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
we were as amazed as you are.
Thank you.
He's holding her hostage. That's why
She's not allowed to leave.
Can't escape.
Oh, if you told me we were going to do this, then I would get everything ready so I could show it off. But Amy's selling calendars of pictures of Buckinghamshire, and you can pre-order yours now if you would like to. Go to
Nice.
Amy Buckle. That doesn't work. Amy Buckle Photography on Facebook or amybphoto.co.uk.
Excellent. Good.
They're
plug.
very good.
Okay, your turn, Toby. You plug your song. When's it coming out? What's it called?
How great's the music video?
We're both on the same team. There's an amazing lyric video that goes with it,
Thank you.
made by Luke. And
Is it
Yeah.
amazing though, Toby?
How rude.
it is. It is
it,
amazing.
though?
It is
I
amazing.
mean, technically, how difficult was that? Do you think?
It takes a long time.
Does it though?
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. And also,
If you can't
When
spell
you're-
like Luke, yeah, it probably does.
No, he
When
sent the
you're
lyrics. It's
Do you
fine.
know what? I watched it, desperate for there to be a spelling mistake.
No, he sent the lyrics, so it's fine. That would have been Toby's fault.
but well, yeah, because you've got to listen to the song so many times. To be honest, I'm surprised Luke doesn't hate it.
But it's fun because I'm not now going to hear it until it comes out.
Oh, okay.
So
Fine.
it's all
But,
good.
That's only 2 weeks away.
I know. I remember saying.
God, that
ages
is, yeah.
ago. Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, we were like
It's
saying at the
like-
beginning of this going, it's like
I
4
know.
months away. Oh.
I know.
Yeah, no. 2.5 weeks.
2.5
away,
weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Exciting stuff.
When will people start seeing, because there are some social media assets with it for like your stories, when will people start seeing them?
I think probably the week before.
Okay.
The week before. Yeah.
Very nice.
But yeah, no,
exciting,
2nd of
isn't it?
October. It's a bit rocky, if you like it. Great.
See, it's not as rocky as 12. You when you first described this song, you went, it's a bit more rocky than 12 Hour Avenue, but I don't think it is.
Oh, I think it's
really?
a lot less rocky
Yeah.
than 12 Hour.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Oh, it's a lot more middle of the road.
Okay.
Wow.
Not really. It's not middle of the road. It's very Snow Patrol.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Someone else said that as well. So
Did they say it like
Interesting.
Duncan, though, when he was like, it sounds like Snow Patrol?
no, they just went. I got a Snow Patrol
feel.
vibe to it, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
So did I.
It
That's
is
interesting.
very good, though. It's very
I
good.
enjoyed it.
Very.
Thank you very much.
Good. I've got nothing to plug.
Have you got nothing to plug?
No,
No?
sorry.
Have you not got any?
You got your Sunday
Oh,
breakfast.
I mean, if you like that, I'm happy to do a print for you or make a calendar of Iceland photos.
No.
What about Sunday breakfast?
Oh yeah, no. Do you think that would do as a print? Do you think I
No.
could sell that?
I think that looked really.
Again.
I think that looked really nice on the canvas.
Yeah, I think actually.
Haven't you printed
just-
one off?
I've got one of these, but not on a canvas.
One of those.
One of those. This whole thing here.
Yeah.
but
that-
not on the canvas.
Right. Okay. No, I think that would look
Yeah.
nice on the canvas.
Oh,
Third time lucky. You got Sunday breakfast.
Yeah, I know. And I know you're being sarcastic, Toby.
No, I'm not. I'm saying you got another show.
Have you ever listened to it?
I have actually.
When you first played his song.
Have you-
I haven't listened to it in a few months because on a
Read for
Go on.
months. Read years.
no, for a month. Honestly, I have listened to it because I remember I was going somewhere on a Sunday morning and I put it on.
You mean the car radio was stuck on Wycombe Sound? You couldn't change the channel.
Get off. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh well, that's fun, isn't it? So
Yeah.
next week, Bill and Ted are back.
Yay.
Yes.
Are you not a fan of Bill and
Not
Ted?
really. Just a bit silly, isn't it?
Oh crikey, you're sad to see it. But yes, it's a bit. Yes, it's a.
bit
Not everything
silly.
has to be Citizen Kane, does it?
That's true. No.
Do you know?
No, that's very true.
We need a bit of silliness in our lives. at the moment.
Silliness, yes.
True.
Yeah,
That's very,
very
true.
true.
Silliness, yes.
Very true.
Okay, good.
Good. If you're
Right,
listening,
well, this has been fun.
if you're listening to the Wycombe Wanderers podcast this week, we'll be on it. All of us.
Oh, yeah, we're all going to be on.
You're all going to be on the podcast.
That's it. And then they're going to be on ours.
Yes, they will be. Possibly
And
not this week's, but possibly next week's.
And apparently, I'm guesting on the show one week
At some
to talk
point.
about the football kit.
That should be hilarious.
I think you should be on it as well.
What, me?
Yeah.
I'm the producer of it.
Oh, of course. Well, you can still be on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I was. Thanks for listening.
And don't forget, now that Sue Barker has been
Yes.
question of sport, me and Luke are in line for that job as
Yeah,
well.
we are. Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. Nice trip to Manchester every so often.
Oh, is that where they film it?
Yeah, Salford.
Oh.
But look, if you're going to get like first class train,
Well, as long as I'm getting paid enough to buy a helicopter, £50 a year. That's all,
let's
I
go up in a
need.
helicopter.
That's all I need, yes. All right,
Anyway.
then, well, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Thank you.
Oh, no, how did we end it last time?
Oh, you've.
What?
Why did I just wink?
You are the weakest
I
link.
liked it, Toby.
Goodbye. You've
thank you very
been
much for
listening to
listening.
Wycombe. Yeah.
Thanks very much for listening. Back next week. He's been Luke Davis.
He's been Duncan Strip.
And he's been Toby's. Wait,
No,
what?
that didn't work, you fool. You have to do... Okay. Thanks very much for listening. We'll be back next week. He's been Luke Davis.
He's been Toby Stubbs.
And he's been Duncan Strip.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye
Just
bye.
Stop. Just stop.
I thought we were going for thank you for
No,
listening.
just
No,
stop,
oh,
otherwise
okay.
it never ends.
Bye.
Bye.
See it.